Hey folks, and welcome to my under $20 comparison. They're all dynamic drivers as well. There's no hybrids or BAs or anything. I did suggest a couple of weeks ago that I was going to do this, and here we are. So very simple. So just left to right. So TRN MT3, and I'll explain why I'm here. 7 Hz Salnotes Zero, which obviously a lot of people know. The QKZ HBB. That's the Tangzu Wan'Er. I'm going to call it the Tangzu. And the Truthear Hola or Hola. And yeah, so all 5, all under $20. Very affordable. These are the budget winners, really. They're all good sets. Some might be preferable than others. And yeah, so just my opinion, I'm kind of just left to right. So like number 5, the TRN MT3, which many folks don't talk about. Very subtle design. They've all got detachable cables as well, so it's all good. So MT3, comfort was good. Not a bad set. A bit bright, but I'll overlay the graph now so you can see what it looks like. And yeah, so obviously good bass response. There's enough of it. Bit of a bleed into lower mid-range. I find these quite suitable for what I listen to. Yeah, not much to say really. Bass is quite fun. You might want more, you might want less, but I thought I was quite happy with it. Mid-range is quite clear. You probably want a bit more forward, but the mids are again fine. None of these are like giant killers or nothing like that. But yeah, mid-range is quite solid. Everything seems where it should be really. Some people might want more balance there or more forward, but I think it's fine. It's not too bad at all. And now the treble. This is why this is number 5. Apart from that, a little bit of a mismatch, which could just be my pair. These can be quite bright. I wouldn't say them sharp, but I'm definitely forward in that kind of area. And then it just roll off after that, so they don't have that much extension. But these are, again, very affordable, so just bear that in mind. But overall, not a bad set. This can be a bit bright. Has enough low end to keep you entertained. Build quality seems fine, and I actually prefer this more than the Zwan'Er, the planar BA hybrid. I think these are better than that. And that's it. So they're not a bad set. They're all decent sets to get on this table. You know, it's not a bad set. It's just a bit bright. Apart from that, you know, they're not too bad at all, really. So yeah, so number 4. Put that in the way. Salnotes Zero. This would have been further up if it wasn't for the shape. It can get uncomfortable. I know someone who bought these off Amazon and then sent them back because of the comfort was crap. And I agree. That's the bad thing about this. The tuning is actually not too bad at all. Yeah, come in multiple colours. I used the red tips because I was quite happy with them. Build seems fine. I think I've heard somebody bought these and these both fell off, so bear that in mind. But anyway, sound. I'll overlay it now so you can see what it looks like. The match is actually pretty good. Now compared to the one just the MT3, there is less low end. This is slightly above neutral, so these aren't bass monsters. They do sound very clean because of that, so that's one thing to note. And yeah, again, they do have quite a bit of treble response. Probably not. It didn't sound they don't sound as bright as the last one, but they are more forward in the presence region. So I think vocals sound a little bit more forward. It's another model where the extension falls off. They might be even using the same driver. I don't know, but yeah, definitely a more neutral. I'd say the same, but kind of bright. Like, it doesn't have the same brightest treble as the one before, but they do have enough of it. Again, they don't have the extension, but that it is what it is. But yeah, not a bad set. Just that in songs just sound a little different because the treble response is different. Vocals sound a bit more forward on these, but that's part for me. And these do sound a bit cleaner because I think they got less bass. And yeah, not a bad set. It's probably better tuned, but because that comfort, the tuning saves this a bit more than the last one. The comfort is what I'm not happy with, and that's it. So the Zero, again, a good set. Now number 3, probably the most differently tuned. They do feel good, like they do feel solid. So these are the QKZ HBBs. Again, a good set. You can see everything very clear. Easily the most low end here. So yeah, so they look like, again, quite a good set. I thought throw these in number 3 because these have the least out of all these for treble. These have the least treble and easily the most bass. So these probably suit, if you like me, like a lot of electronic music. These suit really well because they hit really hard. And yeah, so I'm just going to overlay the graph so you can have a look. Now, again, as you can see, really bassy. Probably bleeds a bit too much, but for like me, I like electronic and these things hit hard. I like trance, techno, side trance or some other stuff. Sounds fine. Mine have a little bit of a mismatch, but I didn't really notice that. Really, mids do sound a bit recessed. And yeah, so, but they are quite a smooth sound. They're a smoother, bassier sound. And the treble, again, it doesn't really, it can extend a bit further, but it has less of it. So it is a kind of a different pair. But yeah, definitely a smoother, bassier sound. And I do like the comfort of these. And I do like bass, so that's why I threw them in here. Yeah, again, not a bad set, different set. Again, these are more comfortable than the Zeros. So now the Tangzu Wan'Ers, a model that came out of nowhere and did a nice job. So obviously mine are the clear ones. You can have ones which are darker colour, or you can get them where these different colours. Very simple set. Again, comfort was fine. A set that just came out of nowhere and just did a really good kind of domination of the budget market. So sound, again, I'll overlay the graph so you can see what it looks like. Again, another one which is quite light on bass. They do have enough of it, a bit more than the Zero. And yeah, you probably want a bit more if you like me electronic. You probably want it to hit a bit more, but I was quite fine with it. Mids are quite clean, and they do sound fine. I had no issues with actual tuning or the mid range. It does sound a bit more forward than the QKZs, I think, because of it has less bass as well. And yeah, it has that kind of peak, I like the 2.5, so they do have enough presence. And apart from that, they are quite safe on the treble. You may want to EQ that 2.5 down because obviously you can see it's elevated there. That's probably one of the worst things about these. But yeah, it does have enough extension, or shall I say. You may want a bit more. And yeah, quite a safe tuning apart from the 2.5. They've all got good but one thing I mentioned, the technicalities, they're all pretty good. I'd say the H3B is a bit less. But then that has more comfort than the Zero. And those other two have good technicalities as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Good tuning. A little bit forward at 2.5, but overall, great. They've all got great sound quality for the money. The market's so good. And yeah, put that back. And last one, number 1, the newest one, the Truthear Hola, or Hola, however you want to say it. Very simple design, cable's pretty good. Comfort's good on it. And yeah, so the last one, I'll write the last graph. Now, probably the most balanced out of these, so they have enough bass. Mine has a little bit of mismatch, but you don't really notice it because it's small. It has enough low end and punch. The bleed is pretty much perfect, so it has just a little bit. There's a little bit of bass, I say mid bass, like from you can see like raises from like 200, and it's a very gradual low end like shelf. I like it. Bass it's really good. As again, if you're a bass head, you probably want more, but it does sound quite clean because it doesn't have that big mid bass hit like some do. But yeah, quite happy with it. Mid range is very smooth. It's very clear, but it's smooth, no shout or nothing like that. That's why I liked it. Very gradual bass into mid range, and then the mid range into the treble. Everything's there. I like the very clear sound that these are very clean. And yeah, treble. Mine have a bit of a mismatch, but I didn't really notice. And yeah, again, he has a very gradual gain to like 3 to 4K. I'd probably want that a little bit lower, but apart from that, it's a great set. It doesn't sound shouty. To me, this is my favourite, not because it's the newest, but overall build and overall tuning, it's probably the most balanced, and I like that. No weird peaks or shouty or harshness or sibilance or nothing like that. And that's pretty much it. I don't know too much because it's already over 10 minutes. You can see, bring them all back down. This is all as well my own opinion. Some people may want to swap these around. Some people might not like one or the other, but these are my sets and I like it. But if you bought any of them, don't feel bad. They're all good. This is just kind of nitpicking. But yeah, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some people might want this further down, closer to 1, but that's preference. If this had a better shape, it'd be further down. This would probably be at least number 3. And if this is smoother tuned in the treble, it'd probably be further down. This is with no EQ. You can always EQ these to whatever you want. But yeah, not a bad set, all good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to know anything particular, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.